All right. All right. What we got? What we got? What we got? What we got? Come on, cell phone. Tell me. All right, Travis Bagent, we are live finally for the first time ever on. Oh no, for the first time ever on Travis Bagent Unfiltered, with first official episode of Tell Me I'm the Greatest podcast with Travis Bagent himself after all these years. Travis, thank you for being here. Please let us know how long it took us to get here. People can't even imagine.
It's really simple, ladies and gentlemen. I've been asked for my entire adult life to do a podcast. I since now have hit rock bottom. And here I am starting a podcast. I launched it yesterday. I am now at 40,000 subscribers. I would like to thank all the arm wrestling fans across the world. There's one thing that's been constant in my life. I've always been for the arm wrestling fans.
Right, right. And you've never said anything otherwise.
Fans, fans, fans. That's me, Mr. Fan Guy.
Well, I'm pretty sure fans appreciate you for that, Travis.
Was that brother you was arm wrestling? Was that the guy from Georgia?
Yes.
Ooh, he did look tight. He looked tight.
Man, it was incredible how the first time we arm wrestled, man, he he was, I couldn't move him the first time we pulled like at all. So that was like interesting.
Is he coming? Is he coming to the 23rd?
I was talking to them, I was talking to him and David, like, hey, like you guys out of come, this how much the tickets are. They said they'll talk about it. I'm like, well, don't talk about
What's
it.
his weight?
I feel like he's big. He's like maybe 250, 260.
Woo! Don't bring him. Do not bring him. I thought he was only 200 pounds.
No, 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 no. He's out there with you.
Yeah, forget that guy. He's not even welcome. He looked beautiful up there. He looked like black ice on steroids.
Well, you know what? So it was interesting because, like, the first time me and him pulled, as I said, I couldn't really move him. So to me, like, I had to ask him, like, dude, at this point, like show me something what you got so I can look at you. And I can like kind of see there's some maybe like problem with the top roll, but like, what am I to say where he just plows through me anyway? Oh, that I finally
not a good time to bring up any coaching points.
Right. I mean, he's there to ask me for that. So, like, I guess if you ask him, I mean, okay, that's where I'll come and say something. But other than that, not really. So, but this time now we actually got to do something to where we both are separating and shit. He's moving pretty well to where that strap is always adjusting and shit to where like as soon as I go, it's get a little tighter. I'm like, okay. I mean, that's pretty nice for being arm wrestling. Not a long time because I mean, you be arm wrestling people who've been pulling for 10 years and that's
who introduced him.
Ooh, I'm not quite sure, man, because like I started seeing him early out there, maybe with Paul Lynn, Monster Factory type thing, because he's out there underpulling, but he's only been in the sport for like maybe a year or two, like something like that. Like it's super impressive. Yeah. 5 year super chat. Let's go. Finally, you two starting a live stream. Well, you're welcome, classy Devon's classy finger. It's been a long time. We finally are able to do this in our lives. I understand we might not get our usual 4,000 people because I believe Engin is live right now with Pablo and Dennis and Babkin. So,
man, if we can't compete with that lineup, we should kill ourselves. My goodness. Come on, listen. Hit all your arm wrestling people. Let them know if they're on Engin's chat to jump on over here to the Travis Bagent Unfiltered live show. I promise you, much more entertaining.
hold on, man. I would like to see.
We need to see the card. We need the card for Core Sports, right? For the
Right.
King of the Table.
That's what I'm gonna pull up, but it's not on the website. So let me go to the Google for sport.
Is Matt Mass pulling Ron Bath?
Yes. Is that funny to me or is it just me?
Well, I mean, I don't know. It just goes to show you that our product, the word product, meaning the word arm wrestling, has definitely still not reached the masses. And they are still targeting an audience of guys that, had a name at least. So that's, I mean, I think both Matt Mass and Ron Bath pulling on the card makes a lot of sense. Pulling each other makes you scratch your head a little bit if you are a diehard arm wrestling fan. Am I wrong? Especially, I shouldn't even say that. If you're a North American arm wrestler or fan, because I think we've seen this match, right, a few times.
Yes, because they have pulled a WL, I believe, and Ron been beating Matt too. That's what kind of interesting about it, I guess.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think maybe it might just show that the North American market, from a fan that is not a, what every weekend arm wrestling guy, he's about to see something awesome. Two absolute veterans that are comfortable with each other. We know Matt needs to stay away for the most part from Ron's arm. At least that's the way it's always been. But in the photo, Ron looks like he is 212 years old. So because of that, there is a chance Matt just goes right through him like he ain't there too. The only good part about that is the celebration that Matt brings to domination. That is a great. So either Ron holds on and the hero, with all the heart, ends up pushing him down with a compromised hand, or there's an overwhelming flash pins on Matt's and then him just going absolutely crazy and definitely potentially pissing Ron off a little bit. And that's always good TV.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I mean, I'm kind of surprised. I guess not surprised because I guess it is Ron Bath. Ron been kicking Matt there for a couple of years, I guess. And at this point in life, I guess I will be surprised if Matt just not flash pinning him. Like, I'm the last person to say shit like this, but I was thinking, like, you know what? If it's like legit match and like Ron also beats Matt, Matt necessarily should not quit arm wrestling, but he should rethink a lot of things. Yeah, I mean, like,
man, Matt went on a 13-game losing streak. That shit don't affect him.
Right, and maybe it's about time it should. No.
I love it.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, good for both of them. It's good.
Well, also too, what about that surgery? Didn't Ron Bath have bicep surgery?
Dude, Ron Bath is 189 years old. He had all the.
But he also just recently hurt his bicep, right?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I feel like
I mean, he just had surgery.
I can't follow, man. When you're at that age, I feel like every weekend there's this injury and a surgery. Like, I don't know.
So if Ron may have got healed up, plus Ron's been messing around with Dr. Mark and Dr. Rob.
Right. So Heeman and Ron Bath are both of them on stem cells.
100%. Both of them are jizzacked.
Dude. So yeah, I mean, Matt, better be careful, I guess.
Hey, let's go, motherfucking Ron Bath. Let's go.
So, okay. I mean, that's a match. As I said, I mean, I hope it's a good match, but if I'm Matt Mask, I must smash Ron without the strap. 3-0.
Who's Chance pulling?
Chance is pulling Sergey. So
which one of these guys is Sergey?
The gentleman right next to him, the guy that just pulled Matt Mask. The guy
And
that just beat Matt.
Sergey beat Mask or Mask beat him?
Yes, yeah, no, Sergey beat him 4-3.
Oh, but it was a good match.
Yeah, it went 3 for Sergey, then it went 3 for Matt, and the last one, Sergey.
Oh, 3 in a row? Man, that's close. I don't know. I think Chance will probably win this. I feel like Chance beats Matt Mask if they went at it right now. I feel like Chance is too big. Am I wrong about that?
What did Chance just do? Chance just won him and Sabin. Man, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I feel like Chance is actually.
Yeah, just Chance versus Matt Mask. I think Chance wins.
Yeah, I have to say something like that for sure.
Right. So I got Chance winning this one too. Let's go. Ron Bath, let's go. Chance Shaw, let's fucking go.
Okay, and now we got, I believe it's going to be Matty Merengue and Lars Robakin.
Yeah, Lars is that cat with that press, right? Kind of whack press. Yeah. He goes hard though. And he's pulling the big dude beside him.
Yes, the guy that pulled Todd Hutchins.
Yeah, I know. I wonder how much better or worse Lars's compromised hand pushing is better than Todd Hutchings. That is interesting. I'm saying because Todd Hutchins just did that to that man is going to learn how to stand up, use his chest, make sure he sets up on the right side of his body and doesn't let that arm get laid out there by getting his whole body towards the pin pad. I'm going to say the Australian wins. Or the New Zealander, or whatever he is.
You're correct. He's from New Zealand.
New Zealander.
So, yeah.
But they have the nickname The Beast?
Yes, she does.
Trademark violation, motherfucker. Trademark violation.
Okay. Then we got Lachlan and Krasimir.
Yeah, I don't think this is close, man. I'm telling you right now, Krasimir is a bum. I ain't never been impressed, never a second. So yeah, I'm going no doubt with Lachlan, who looks like a motherfucking bodybuilder.
Okay.
What do you agree, disagree?
Well, Krasi goes inside. Lachlan is kind of that also can stay inside, can be sticky. Even though it's slow, he's still sticky on the inside. And yeah, man, I have to go for that hook versus hook. Like, what do you do all against each other and against Todd Hutchings? That could be a good match with Lachlan is being a favorite. I don't know how you just disappeared.
Well, right outside is my car whose windows is cracked and a hailstorm just approached.
Oh.
I don't think I can do nothing about it. Just gotta suffer the consequences once it's over.
Well, you're a good man. And then I think, well, I guess that ought to be the final match of the card. John Brzenk and Alexei.
Oh my goodness, let's go. Man, I'm rooting for John Brzenk, but he has no goddamn motherfucking chance in hell, does he?
Oh man, well,
I mean, listen, man, unless Alexei is just fucking terrible, why would he put himself in this position if he ain't a monster?
Well, I mean, nowadays he knows about it better because I feel like he did put himself in this position before, thinking he's gonna kill Tim Bresnan, and that didn't work out.
Oh, he was so disappointed too.
I mean, so I feel like that time he ought to know better. And if he doesn't, I mean, see, like, I feel like if I did not see John lose to Todd Hutchings, and what was the one before that, if there was one, like, I was
Yeah,
thinking,
well, Araklay and Ungerbayev.
Angabai I fucking give. And I'm almost okay with Irakli, right? But Todd, I don't know. Like, but there was one before Todd, I feel like. And anyway, that Dennis and John was also semi confusing too to me. So I was wanna, I would like to John to win, and before I was even believing he
Yeah, I know. Like, you crazy for thinking that Dennis and John was. I mean, my goodness. Dennis is that dude, bro. Dennis is that dude.
I didn't know. I
So
mean,
it's gonna be awesome
I
to
agree with
see.
what Engen said, man. Engen said, you can see moments where as Dennis goes, his wrist gets flat. So I don't know if Alexei.
Yeah,
Hey,
I
hey,
know. That's
hold
what I
on,
mean.
I
Listen, I
got you.
think that.
I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Ivan Matushenko on you. I don't know if Alexei was ever really that fucking good. So I believe whenever John can bring, Alexei cannot bring it back.
Yeah, well, that's awesome. I hope so, man. I hope you're fucking right. Because I feel like that's an ass whipping coming for my man.
Also, shout out to Damon for hooking me up with these t-shirts, drink coffee, pet dogs, and do stem cells.
Ah, let's go. Did we get it? Did we get the VitaCell backdrop or no?
I don't think so, but you know what? Maybe we can talk to Dr. Mark. He should come up on a Saturday.
Oh man, come on, man.
I'll work it out for you.
Take care of that. We gotta find a backdrop.
I'll work. We should order the new one. We still don't have the greatest.
Oh man, we can't afford that. Ask Mark. Let's ask Mark if we can afford it.
Well, hold on. We can't afford what Mark wants to pay with that overnight 3 times the price shipping, but if you order it right now off like I forget what uprinting.com, it costs like $99 for like 11 by 11 or some shit.
Oh, you gotta get that done. Get that done, kid.
As soon as he heard the price, instead of being $600, yeah, son. Yeah, it's not that expensive to order ahead of time. Hey, I don't know if I should say that. Maybe I should. I don't know. Hey, I don't know. This September 7th, and Core Sport just announced that card yesterday was September 23rd. All I'm saying, just gonna leave it over there, right there.
Oh, that's good. So we'll have it there at the place. We'll get them to pay for it. They'll put it on the big screen.
I believe that thing is a little early for. I think they're like usually at 1, ain't they? 1, 12 o'clock our time.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
We'll be at the game.
Oh, I got you. We'll be done. It'll be done. Well, good. We'll play the replay.
I can do that. Oh, my bad, guys. I have a couple super chats. $2, $2 super chat. Iran survived the Titanic.
Yeah, terrible photo, Ron. Get with somebody. Get somebody.
$10 super chat. Silky Wilkie. I asked Dennis how would he approach Devon on the straps and in the revs grips, and he stayed radio silent. How will Dennis have a chance on the setup, Travis?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's got to be. I think that Dennis was really nice to John. I didn't see Dennis being overly aggressive. I think that Dennis is going to turn up. I think that Dennis knows now that Devon's the real deal, man. Not that he didn't know before, but he could fucking lose. So he's gonna be strong, man, and it's gonna be so interesting to see how long the match stops and what position it stops in. Because I feel like Dennis has that stopping power too, but there ain't no using it. Ain't never gonna work. Like, you got to pin the motherfucker. You got to let him do the defending, And Dennis has got to pull through it and win.
Mhm.
Dennis ain't going to be able, because I think Dennis could bleed Levon out. I think Dennis could bleed probably anybody except Devin. He could bleed him if they got outside, tried to take his hand, got caught in that kind of awkward bicep Kings move where he's not really underneath the table, but he's stretched out. Now, when you hear Ingen talk about he saw him trying to pin John and him losing his hand and wrist a little bit, that is true. And that is why we are all praying that Devin gets on this dude. Oh, my goodness, we are praying. But just know it's a very, very still an uphill battle. Woo, it's an uphill battle.
Yeah, because technically, I mean, it's so hard to predict those things nowadays with all the stem cells and people coming back and just getting into new levels and all that. However, like, if you think about Dennis basically was like a more of a rigid version of Michael Todd, right? He kind of have the same tools, right? He can Kings move, he can
And
go
he developed that. He developed that.
Right.
That was his way of practicing.
That was his way of defense, right?
Yeah, just laying back, and then before you know it, he's like, "Yo, bro, right before I lose, I can make it real tough on these cats." And then when you make it real tough on guys at the beginning, all of a sudden you start losing your hand and wrist. And listen, there's only a select amount of people whose gas tank doesn't empty quicker with a compromised hand and wrist. So when you're in the King's move, when you're in anything, just know that nothing's worse than trying to keep your hand in that thing, getting in that. It just seems to be happening if you try to pin Dennis. You try to pin him right at the end, he goes straight Michael Todd.
Mm-hmm.
And it's fucking even stronger, it seems like. So very interesting that his skill set, but I can't imagine Devin would be impatient and get his hand taken trying to pin Dennis. I think Devin's just got to stop Dennis from pinning him right away.
Correct. Yeah, especially the hand size nowadays out of match somewhat to where it's like going to be uncomfortable for Dennis as well.
Plus, Dennis ain't even amazing like Michael Todd at getting it, transitioning. Like Dennis is a slow mover from, and
right.
oftentimes,
so like he has all the moves separate, right? Not very fluid like.
Yeah, and oftentimes the other person fouls during the King's move and fraction rather than just getting their hand taken and waiting for Dennis to transition and win. So it'll be, I just don't think Devin's going to be in any hurry. And if Dennis is in a hurry and his hand gets compromised, it opens the game up too. So barring Dennis just being overwhelming, Devin's going to win this shit.
Yep. Well, you know what makes it also probably interesting? Dennis' normal manner to arm wrestle, he's kind of like you, I mean, he will be out there trying to be all stand up and explosive and finish it kind of how he did it with the left hand, you know what I mean? So and Devin nowadays does that too. So yeah, that part makes it exciting too if you think about it. Like,
yeah, I still feel like whenever Devin really tries to impress us with his hit and his side pressure, it's very underwhelming at the time. He's got all this hand and wrist and pronation, and then he looks at the crowd, he's like, yeah, but it's a whack. After that, it's still not overwhelming. It's just, it'll move a little bit, but it's funny how that is his kryptonite, is that he is not overwhelming when it comes to ready, go, just fucking crazy side pressure hit that knocks you off balance.
I mean, he did it to, well, he did it to Hermes in the last one, I believe.
Well, yeah, you saw, with the hit and then the re-gripping.
And he definitely did it to John. And
I'm saying, you mean after he was in control? Yeah, there were so many times that in the middle of either one of those matches, if he would just try, and it just wouldn't be like.
They're not early on. They're like one move flashes, but it's mostly like they're in the last second round or something.
Yeah, they just ain't quick. There's just not a quickness about it. There's no twitch there.
It's a lot of obvious load.
Yeah, and he shows it. If he wouldn't try to act like he was going 100, we'd respect the fact that he went 50. But the fact that he tried to get us ready, it's like your parents are like, get ready, we're going over this big bumpy hill and you're going to get butterflies, but then they don't even go fast. You're like, come on, bro. Come on.
Travis, did you felt anything against Voivoda left-handed? Also, who do you think will win, Prime Travis versus Prime Dennis?
Oh man, that's a good one. I don't know. I don't. When I was at my best left-handed, I could not feel my opponent. So it would have been really something to be at my best and lose. It would have been interesting. Every time that I was unsuccessful, it was because of trying to just commit to my right hand so much that I went a long time without even having to really train too much left-handed. But whenever it was real serious, I would feel like I just would kill him left-handed. So I don't know. That's interesting. Left-handed, what he did to Devin was super impressive. So, Dennis, bad motherfucker, ain't no doubt about it.
Okay. Hey, I wanted to actually ask you that another day. So, your left and right is different in the table, but as far as your gym stuff, like doing dumbbells or anything like that separately, is your left and right actually different weight-wise in the gym? Because like your side pressure machine, you're using the same weights for both hands.
Exactly the same everywhere.
So there's no ever like.
And then I have a little more, for whatever reason, got a little more hand power left-handed. My hand and wrist is a little stronger. And then right-handed, I feel like because I had to run away from people, I'm a little more skilled. Like if you're really a lot stronger than me left-handed, I don't know how many tricks I got to get around you. Right-handed though, I'll go to the trunk. I got some extra shit back here I'll even throw out and see. Man, like, I don't got the right tire, but I got 4 other ones. Let's see if somehow there's one that almost gets it.
I got you. Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah. Left-handed, I'm the guy who you need all the fucking tools for.
All right. That's interesting to know because there's many people that always like, ask this right left-handed question. I do wonder who is actually so weirdly unorthodox to where they either right or left, like they need to like pick up more shit. Let's see. Okay.
Yeah, it is funny though how right-handed guys act like they don't do like their left hands abnormally, kind of uncoordinated, where I feel like left-handed guys have to adjust to the right-hand world for the most part.
Right. It's like it's not a big deal.
Right. Not as big a deal, yeah. And it's like if you're left-handed, it's like, oh man, I can't even come close to him left-handed. But if 2 right-hand guys pull left-handed, it's close.
Right.
And they're like, oh, motherfucker's left-handed,
And
like
whoever loses is good. The first one to say, man, I don't even trade my left. And the guy that usually wins, oh man, I don't trade mine either.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That it's usually unless you completely win it, but usually if that the guy that beats you ended up taking second place, man, I don't trade my left too. That's usually how it goes. What's going on in the chat? The Bears.
Green Bay. We about to see exactly what this rivalry is all about. I think that we're gonna win. The Bears.
Travis, do you think you can make a comeback to match Devin?
I don't know, man. he kind of went over to the weirdo side, man. I don't know if I'm interested in all that. We'll see.
It bothers you a little bit.
Well, I wouldn't say it bothers me, but I can read the room. I mean, I ain't no dummy. So, I mean, you better get to training. And I mean, that probably involves rehab, probably medication, all that good shit. So yeah, I mean, it's definitely something that you would have to think about if you understood the arm wrestling landscape and you decided you wanted to be the best guy in the world right now at this exact moment. You got to make a few extra phone calls than you probably had to make in 1985. I mean, no one had to call Dr. Mark and Dr. Rob just to get started.
Dude, it is interesting how I do get guys that are 2 years in, like, hey, how do I get the stem cells? And I'm like,
Well, you think about it too, man. Like, I mean, this shit's working on a broad array of injuries. So it goes back to the knee problem you had playing soccer. I mean, it's like, and then when you hear, you never hear anything bad. You might hear, I mean, I've heard people say, oh man, I did it and it was okay. But I ain't never heard nobody say that it was terrible and that it affected them in a bad way.
right.
And then you hear the people who are like, dude, I'm telling you right now, it'll fix this, it'll fix that. That's what it does. So, I mean, if you're a guy who spent 15, 20 years competing in something, you probably got some bruises, some areas that shit could help. So I don't know. Devin might be a stretch, but I'll tell you right now, man, I'm ready to whack everybody in the United States. Let's go.
Okay, well, I mean, I agree with what you said for sure, but it gets funny to where it's like brand new guys almost like trying to get all super curious, and I'm like, that's where like I like the couple examples, like the Todd Hutchinson example, who still think stem cells is not a treatment, and more like a gimmick thing, and like still win stuff. So you know what I mean? Like you don't have to like go crazy and like look into those $20,000 treatments and shit.
Yeah, fuck it. If you don't believe in stem cells, take testosterone and growth hormone. Doesn't matter. It's all stem cells.
Rush Schrader says, but are they worth the money? So, in my opinion, what I usually like to bring up is we're obviously always going to bring up probably Devon, but Devon kind of lost that ability to hook for a long time due to all his injuries and problem with the elbow and shit, right? And he became the skins mover dude. But he slowly became back into hooking, and mostly, I mean, I just assumed, and Devon did agree with me because he thinks the stem cells did make a difference to where now he's back staying up.
Right, listen, if you go out one night and you do Percocets, Vicodin, vodka cranberry, ecstasy, Viagra, cocaine, and then for some reason, right before the end of the night, you take 2 cc's of testosterone. You can't confirm to me that the testosterone was the reason you had such a fun night. So Devin, please, who knows what the fuck helped you? We know that you are experimenting. You probably have alien plasma in you. You know what the fuck is up with the special forces. Don't bullshit me and Artem. Artem was in a concentration camp in Syria for 9 years of his goddamn life. Think he don't know about you fucking guys? All right, go ahead, Artem.
We have $20 super chat from Silky Wilkie. Can Tyson Bagent throw just as good with his left hand? Also, Travis won't come back until he has enough excuses to last the full year from the allegation of enhancement and his sudden rise. Stems are the new scapegoat. Love it.
Got me. You got me, motherfucker. You got me. Yeah, Tyson can throw left-handed and right-handed the same.
All right.
Psych. Fuck no, he can't. He's right-handed. He throws right-handed. But you were right about me and lying and cheating or whatever you said about stem cell. It's true.
No, he says Travis won't come back until he has enough excuses to last the full year from the allegations of enhancements and his sudden rise.
Oh, you can bet. You can bet when I'm on that first place medal, I'm stem celled up, baby. Believe it. Believe it.
Well, thank you, Silky, for your super chat. I do see a tricep starting to emerge in Travis, though, and looks like these straps are making a comeback.
Oh, I was trying to hide it. I was trying to hide it, but listen, September 23rd, boy. Woo!
Is this live? How is Travis always gripping up in the training the same way? He need to mix it up a bit if he wants to compete.
Oh, who is this? Who is this slapdick?
The name is Fish.
Hey, unless this is Ingen Terzi himself or Fetan Gashevsky, I want to know who the hell this arm wrestling coach is. This better not be Levi.
There's just some random chat.
He's got to give us his credentials.
What's up, Sarah Latona? Fish Lip, we want to know your training regimens and what.
Yeah, exactly. There, Slappy. Let me see what you do. Let's see how diversified your portfolio is there in the training industry. I mean, I don't know about you, but I've given seminars to 5-7 people in 3 or 4 different states.
That's a good number.
I'm not one to brag.
Benji, relax. Benji goes, the band.
Let's go. What if Tyson beats the Green Bay Packers and becomes a legend first game? Oh my goodness, I am getting, man, I'm getting tight. Well, I know because I can get away from it and come back, get away from it, come back. You hear that clatter? You hear that clatter, boy? What did I say about? Yeah, I will fuck Devin up. Give me 3 months. Is that was that the answer to that question y'all needed?
Oh, come on, Fish Lip. That's the biggest comeback I've ever heard.
Fish Lip.
Not even worth reading. He says, looks like Travis trains his mouth quite a lot. Come on, man. Yo, Benji. Benji, let's hit him his dub band.
Hey, unsubscribe that guy electronically.
All right. Hey, told Paul Hutchings Jr., who is Travis gonna root for when the Bears play him Cowboys?
Oh, I'm going with the Cowboys, babe. Let's go.
Yeah, come on, man.
The Bears have no chance against the Cowboys. That's America's team.
Alexi,
we got the MVP in Dak Prescott.
Gabriel Hernandez goes, Alexi Voivoda next match after John will be Travis. Okay.
Oh man. I mean, I don't know, man. I feel like this card's kind of whack. Is anybody gonna watch it?
Okay, let me rethink. I mean, hold on. It was when I looked at it, and I'm the first person to be disgusted with the with the super much card. I found it pretty watchable.
Okay, good.
Yeah. As I said,
I'm just saying, man, we have been 100% like spoiled. Ingen's just 10, 11 matches. Bam. Week later, boom,
I feel like
11 more matches.
at this point, how often they are, and if they're not like super hot, you do question paying those $17 every time for like, man.
Well, to me, the $17 ain't no problem at all. I question paying all these athletes to have the event, hoping that the guys pay the $17.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I guess
I understand why why the arm wrestlers pay the 17, but the risk of, we got to get Magna. Can we get Magna? Send her a thing right now. Let's add it all up. All the plane tickets, all the airfares, or not hotels, the gas, the favors, the money, the core sports, the cameras. When it's all said and done, how is it possible to run one of these? Or is it so profitable you wouldn't dare tell us?
a Texas here said, we are live. Can you join?
Right. So that's why I assume that, some of those matches, man, like watching Prudnick, man, he's a fucking animal, man. Like this guy's, fourth from the bottom of the card.
Dude, you didn't watch the video that he did like 3 weeks prior to that match too? I found it on his channel. It was like 2 or 3 weeks ago. It's called Arm Wrestling Without Steroids. And it's him talking in English saying, hello guys, is arm wrestling without steroids possible? We will see in 3 weeks at East versus West. I don't know about David. To me, he looks like he takes a little bit of something, but I will be really clean. So we're gonna find out. That was the video that he made.
All right, yeah, Devin done turned his ass clean.
Hey, but the first comment I think under the video was like, "Oh, so we're gonna disregard your 10 years of abuse before that, played for this one event." Okay, got you.
Yeah, you got to be careful talking about that.
Yeah, well,
yeah,
it is weird. I mean, I know people do that, but it is odd decision to go to like a high performance tournament where kind of everybody's looking at you and you do get paid for that and be there clean on purpose.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you what I think is really crazy is that there are dudes that don't take steroids that can beat dudes that take steroids. Like at the highest level, which is pretty gnarly. And it really leads you to believe that the juice-free league really could survive. The problem is you can't get the juice league to survive enough to experiment with the unjuiced league.
Well, is it gnarly or is it just goes to show you that also like arm wrestling is not that developed, that you got guys that can go all crazy and you still get some good old boy that maybe doesn't even know how to properly, I don't know, if he knows how to train or not, but he's still able to compete.
Yeah, but guys like Prudnick, guys like Sandras, guys like Bacho, I mean, if these dudes are going to the world championships and they're getting tested and they're fucking clean, these are fucking bad dudes, bro. These are bad dudes. Devin Laird. He was never, ever going to be the world champion unjuiced up. It's almost impossible. Like, but these fucking dudes got a chance. John Brzenk could do that back in the day. That motherfucker is a weirdo. Weirdo. I mean, and you could throw Devin in there too, because he was such a weirdo without it. But man, these guys now, can you imagine beating the weirdos now if you ain't doing it? I mean, what is that? What is that?
That's gotta be cool. Austin Wade says facts. Shane Owen says Adam Wrzynski is clean, even though most people won't believe me.
Well, I do not believe you. But that is awesome. And if it's true, he's a beast, which, you know what? It definitely could be true. I mean, these dudes go right to the world championships right afterwards and, That's the rule, right? I mean, you can't be messing with that shit if you go over there.
Well, you certainly don't want to get caught. So yes.
Yeah, you really don't want to get caught, right? Like if you get banned, England can't mess with you either, I don't think.
I mean, correct. But
Yeah, I mean,
as long as you're back, but yeah, if you are banned during the time, then no, you have to wait until you're back in business for sure.
yeah, I mean, that would be devastating for Bacho at this point, or Sandra's, or any of them cats.
Devon's
Adam Wardzinski, that's amazing.
Devon's forearm. All I know, baseball was way better when 70 home runs a season was normal.
I agree. I agree. But I also understand why, if you can make all the money and still make it awesome and have the tested, then, I understand why they do that too.
You have two controversial comments. Soul Arun goes, Sanders is the future, him, Arena, etc. And the next comment says, fuck being natural.
The Bears.
The Bears.
Yeah, win the Super Bowl, then test positive after you win the Super Bowl. Fuck it.
Hey, Sterling, are you coming to September 23rd? Because you are out there in Virginia. Are you making that drive, dog? Let us know. Anybody else? September 23rd, we're a couple of weeks away. Not only you get to see King of the Table today, you get to participate at the Arm Wrestling Tournament in West Virginia. Let us know who is coming. If you want to fly out of Jacksonville, tickets are $119 still. Sterling Jackson says, I will be there, brother. So if you want to see single, 5'7", beautiful, skinny black dude, he's Bill right there. Sterling Jackson, amazing shape, ready for you. Just moved to Virginia from Florida and ready to meet people. Glenn Baker, I'm sorry, Arden, but I'm about to take my chump change and move on. I know I don't make a shit because it's always about money. I'm not. I'm sorry, Glenn Baker. I have to do that. Supposed to be random, but Glenn.
I love it.
Oh, we got haters. I don't know if it's haters or
Haters.
fans. Speaking of Tyson, oh no. I guess it's not a.
Hey, be careful now. Be careful.
It's not a hater. It's a fan comment.
Be careful, Artem.
Speaking of, Tyson could put on a solid 15, 20 pounds of muscle.
I know.
Good.
I tell him that all the time. Eventually, he's gonna be like Big Ben. They like him. They like him at 213, 217, somewhere in there.
What is Tyson's weight? 217?
215.
215. Okay. I will assume. Well, yeah, no. I guess quarterbacks are like all in shape, beautiful, running, and all this stuff, right? They're not like awkwardly like jacked and shit, right? What are the jack ones? Like linemen and stuff? Defense?
The linebackers and the running backs are the most jacked ones. And then you got pretty receivers and corners that are just ripped. And then big uglies are down in the trenches. But even the big uglies ain't ugly. They're big. They ain't ugly though.
I got you. Is RVJ actually natural? Just curious.
Yeah, I know. But you know what else is funny is when you're born with high testosterone and then I take some synthetic testosterone to even the playing field, and then you feel so disrespected by it.
Right. That's
because listen, make no mistake about it. Yeah, those guys that don't have to do it, they are very, very blessed. Very blessed that naturally, they went after. It's like the flat-chested chick. She really has a problem with the fake tit girl. but the girl with big, beautiful, regular tits shouldn't be mad. And so I go, bro, what the fuck are you mad about? Just because you set an example that we wanted to follow? You can't be mad.
Hold on. I guess I wanted to continue, but Glenn Baker goes, "You don't want to arm wrestle for real? Bullshit. Work hard for my money, and I'm on your channel too, Artem." Glenn, I don't know exactly what you're talking about. Well, we can arm wrestle, buddy. Let me know. But
Go
yes,
ahead. Go
that's
ahead.
that's one
Glenn, what
thing about
the fuck are you talking about, Glenn?
that's one thing about that's what RVJ getting shit for, because like, especially being in having a standpoint that he does and saying thing that he says, and but looking the way he looks like this.
Oh, I get it. I think he's got a pretty valid thing. He should be like, listen, man, fuck you guys. The Lord blessed me with fucking, you know, I don't even know what to
See,
say.
look, my point is like, dude, I have all my friends that like not natural don't even look like you. Like, sorry, but like that's ridiculous. If at least they were like better looking than you, then yes, but they're not performing as good as you, they don't look as good as you, and they are pushing. Okay, so like there's something's going on.
Yeah. No doubt.
Okay. Hey, okay. Last three. Well, no, like how many minutes we have? Oh, we have good 10 more minutes. We owe the audience. We do have Magda has joined us in the chat.
Hey, what's up, dog?
Oh, that's awesome. Holy shit, that's unexpected.
Yeah. Well, hold up. Did you tell her why we were going to interrogate her?
Nope. I gave her a link. I'm like, yo, join us.
Fuck, what's going?
She doesn't know she's being all the
Oh,
numbers.
well, we can't even do this to her, man.
Travis, what's going on? What the
It's
fuck? What's happening?
You explain it to her, Artem, before I even start.
Oh,
Because if I
shit.
start, I don't even know what I'll finish.
We were talking about pay-per-views and how profitable they are and how they change
Really? Really?
world.
Really?
And how much does it take from one person to even do it, everything with that? So, and Travis had the great opportunity to be like, yo, let's ask Magda how many favors she's asking to do all this stuff.
No comments at this time.
So, Magda, are you allowed to comment, or did you just say no comment? Was that what she just said? No
I
comment?
said no comment.
No
at the
comment, but
moment.
I mean, you can.
All right, well, listen, Magna,
That's
the
a
next
little
time that you come on here, this time, we're just going to bullshit a little bit, and
Yeah.
we can't get you in any trouble. But the next time that you come in here, we have a very informative, we would love to know from a community what it takes to run an event like you ran, to get it produced by the people that you got to produce, and then to give us some sort of insight on why or why not to do something like this in the future.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, for sure. You know what? Right now, being live, I can tell you that, like, you can do things what I did locally. You can have a platform other than core sports to do it with. You do not need core sports for that. I was fortunate enough to work with Dawn, and I was hoping to get the numbers for the pay-per-view. That was not the case. I can tell that I was to be honest with you, I was fucking shocked by the numbers of pay-per-views that I got.
Oh, they're pushing.
Okay, I'm sorry, not to, I don't want to, but when you say shocked, you were shocked in a good way or a bad way?
Very bad way.
I got you.
Very bad way. It was not what I expected. We can talk about it a little bit more when I come see you guys on the 23rd.
Nice. I got you.
Yeah, man.
Well, besides that, how many more of these type of events are on your calendar in the future, and what adjustments you think that you'll make right away?
Well, Hermes is coming here on October 7th, October 8th. I'm not doing pay-per-view for this one. This is just going to be pre-recorded. I'm doing one in January 13th or the 20th. but I will have my own people doing everything. I did talk to the team that helped me with the Reloaded, and they're willing to work with me. So I'm still trying to get a price from them. And then, you know what? I was hoping to have something in Puerto Rico in summer 2024. Yeah.
Nice.
So we'll see what
Didn't the
happens.
guy from Florida, Artem, explore Puerto Rico in the past, or was that Mexico?
No, I think it was Mexico.
Okay. Puerto Rico, that sounds fun. They'll let me in there. They won't let me in Canada, Magna.
I know.
What the fuck is going on?
I don't know. You tell me. What the
Here's
fuck
what's
is
going to
going
happen.
on?
In the next 5 or 6 years, Tyson's going to get invited from the prime minister to come to Canada. And I'm going to say, nah, we ain't coming. Not after the way you treated me and Charles Fisk at the
border.
At the border. Unbelievable.
That's the most wholesome story from you I've ever heard. What you told those people. 2 rows to make it right.
Are you guys ready for the 23rd? That's in a couple of weeks. Yeah.
No, not at all. But the good thing, Magna, is it only takes me 2 hours to get everything
ready.
squared away.
Knowing you, I can totally fucking see that.
Yeah. And I'm having this one. This is like the one that we should have been doing the whole time. It's always, and I don't know if this has happened to you, but I run events all the time and I'm always trying something amazing. And then before the night ends or the weekend ends, I'm always at the same place telling everybody, hey, just meet me there. That's where we'll unwind or get ready to do all the great shit. So now I'm like, man, Artem, we should just do the fucking tournament right here where we're always at. And he agreed. So this is going to be a real good one. The last time you came here, the Martinsburg to the venue, that's not convenient. This thing we're doing now will be much funner. Not as star-studded, but way funner, in my opinion.
Are you doing a pay-per-view for this one or no? Or
Artem is against pay-per-view. He says that it's what he would like to do is rebel from pay-per-view and let everybody in the world film it for free.
Mm-hmm.
I disagree. How are you supposed to make money a little bit to cover the costs?
Oh, entry
come on.
Entry fee is $100, so it's all good. It's all good.
Oh yeah, boy.
You got the Hermes Gasparini money, so you're good.
My goodness, I don't know. I brought Artem on as head of pay-per-view programming.
First
he is about to get fired from pay-per-view programming.
First of all, Magda, I don't even aware. We're 2 weeks out. I have no idea if there's a Wi-Fi or any type of connection. So I'm not even attempting. So unless you're bringing with you $6,000 for me to rent a satellite truck, I'll run the pay-per-view, Magda. And Big E with $4.99 super chat goes, she's hot. I'll sponsor her. You're fired from the super chat, Big E.
If you want a date with Magda, you send your super chat to Travis Bagent Unfiltered. We will set it all up.
That's right. He does well with being an agent, so I'm in.
Hey, Big E, Magda can use a sponsor for the future event, so we can arrange with oil field company. You know, we can do some business.
Easy, killer. Now listen. Don't be talking about the oil field. Don't be talking about the oil field with no other promoters now. Come on, man.
Too late. You said Magda needs to come in. Big E is here paying his money.
Hey, Big E, don't listen to Magda, Big E.
All I can see, I'm smelling the commission. All I can see. Well, all right.
So, are you? So I guess I'll see you guys in a couple of weeks. Then we'll talk, eh?
We can't wait for you to get fucking down to it one day and be like, fuck so-and-so, fuck so-and-so. We want to hear all that shit, Magna. I mean, come on, man. I was getting ready to take a mortgage out of my house to bring in all the superstars. Because I was like, yo, I got it now. But now I'm a little apprehensive A little apprehensive.
We can do this. Don't worry, we can do this.
All right, well, let's go. Make sure, hey, Ara, make sure she signs something that whatever she says does not come back and bite Travis Bagent Unfiltered or Top Roll Production. But you feel free to go crazy back there.
I got you. We'll set some claws in the baby.
Yeah.
I love it. All right,
That's
ladies.
it.
Well, we're happy. I can't wait to see you. And thanks for coming on.
Okay, take care, guys. Thanks for having
All right,
me.
see you later.
Thank you,
Mwah.
Magda.
Ciao.
Bye-bye. Well, Travis Bagent.
Oh, man, she's a good person. She did
Oh,
that perfect.
Magda is awesome. Magda, she's, you know what? I kind of forgot to ask you because I was telling her, like, yo, you should come down and spend 23rd because she was asking, like, whatever, she wanted to talk some business. I'm like, hey, well, once again, you know the spot. And she's like, hey, will Travis have the same hotel deal? I'm like, yeah, I'll ask him.
Of course, man. If nobody's ever stayed there twice, but yes, Magna, let's do it.
Nobody stayed there twice.
But yeah, 100%, man. We got that $60 quality in. $60 is hard to beat.
But she said she booked it, so I don't know what it means. But I mean, I would.
I'm gonna call them today and let them know that we got some peeps calling.
I figure with your name, you whenever your main name gets mentioned, it just automatically.
Yeah, I mean, listen, the way Tyson's playing, they gave me $20 rate, but I kept it at 60 for you guys.
Gotta make money, just
All right, my man. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, man. It's been exactly 1 hour. I'll see you tomorrow.
Later.
All righty, guys. Travis, you at the dance studio. All righty, guys. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the super chats, soft wash signs. Be nice. First rule of pay-per-view, turn phone sideways. We're not gonna go yell at Magda for unprepared invite on our part. So take it easy now. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Later, taters. We'll see you later. And in the Bagent